Hey babe, I'm about to say something I've been holding in for way too long. Something that's lived in the corners of my mind, tugging at my heart, sitting heavy on my chest. I've rehearsed this moment 100 times, maybe more. I've written it out in my mind, imagined your reaction, gone back and forth between wanting to bury it deeper and wanting to scream it out loud. But I can't hold it in anymore. This, right here, is the moment where I stop hiding. This is the moment I let it all out. Everything I've wanted to say, but couldn't find the courage for. Everything I thought I'd just take to my grave to avoid hurting anyone. It's all coming to the surface now. Because I owe you that. I owe us that. This isn't a casual conversation. This isn't something you'll forget tomorrow. This is a confession that might shake you. It might hurt. It might leave you with questions. It might bring up every feeling you've tucked away. But more than anything, it's going to bring truth and love and clarity. Before I begin, though, before I open this floodgate, I need to ask you something really important. Are you ready? Are you truly ready to feel this with me? To hear everything, even the parts that might make you cry? Even the parts that may bring up anger, confusion, or disappointment? Because once I start, I'm not stopping. I'm not censoring. I'm not sugarcoating. This isn't just a moment. It's a turning point. And once this truth is spoken, there's no turning back. The truth is, I've been living a lie. A silent, slow, soul-destroying lie. I've been going through the motions, pretending to be someone I'm not, pretending to feel things I don't feel. And I've done it for so long that I almost started to forget what it felt like to truly be me. From the outside, maybe it all looked fine. Maybe it even looked like I was happy. But on the inside, I've been breaking, bit by bit, piece by piece. My spirit, my heart, my truth, fractured and buried beneath obligation, fear, and shame. I've been in a situation that I never truly wanted to be in. I let myself get pulled into a dynamic, into a relationship that never aligned with my heart. And every day I stayed there. Every day I smiled and said, I'm okay. I felt like I was betraying the one person who means everything to me. You. From the very beginning, you have been the one my heart chose, the one my soul recognized, the one who made the world make sense. And that hasn't changed. Not for a second. Even when I was silent, even when I stayed where I didn't belong, even when it looked like I had moved on. You were there, inside me, every step of the way. But I know what you're probably thinking now. If my heart has always been with you, then why was I with someone else? Why did I stay? Why didn't I choose you when it mattered? Why did I allow myself to be so close to someone I didn't love, while pushing away the one person I love with everything I am? It's a question I've asked myself too many times to count. And the answer, well, it's not simple, but it's real. And I owe you the truth. I was with her, not because of love, not because I chose her from my soul, but because of pressure, because of expectations that weren't mine, because of a life that was crafted for me by other people, based on what they think is right, based on what they think love should look like, based on tradition, based on image, based on family politics. My family, they had this idea, this belief that being with her would somehow stabilize everything, that it would fix broken ties, heal old wounds, make things easier. They convinced themselves and tried to convince me that this was the safest path, that choosing her would prevent conflict, that it would bring honor, that it would keep the peace. And for a while, I let them convince me. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to be the source of tension. I didn't want to be the disappointment. So I played along. I told myself that maybe I could learn to love her. That maybe, in time, I could reshape my heart to fit into a life that looked good on the outside, even if it felt empty inside. But that's not how love works. And that's not how the heart operates. You can't force a soul into a cage and expect it to sing. You can't ignore a connection like ours, a divine, once in a lifetime, soul deep connection, and expect to feel whole in someone else's arms. Every time I looked into her eyes, I knew I was lying. Not just to her, but to myself, to you, to everyone. And every night I went to bed beside someone I didn't love, I dreamed about you, about your laugh, your touch, your energy. The way you look at me like you see me, like really see the man inside the armor. That's what I miss the most, being seen. Because with you, I didn't have to pretend. I didn't have to hide behind expectations. I didn't have to wear a mask. I could just be me. Raw, real, vulnerable. And you loved me anyway. You loved me especially in the places I thought were too broken for anyone to touch. But I let fear win. I let the weight of other people's dreams crush my own. And now I see the cost. I lost time. I lost parts of myself. And worst of all, I hurt you. I don't even know the full extent of the pain I caused, but I know it's there. I feel it every time I think of you wondering why you weren't enough, why you weren't chosen, why someone else got the space in my life that was always meant for you. And I need you to hear this with every bit of sincerity in my soul. You were always enough. You were always the one. It was never about you lacking anything. It was about me not being strong enough to go against what everyone else expected from me. It was about fear and guilt and the overwhelming pressure of trying to be everything to everyone while becoming nothing to myself. But babe, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep living like this. I can't keep pretending that this life, this path, is mine when it's not. I can't keep sacrificing my truth for a peace that doesn't even exist. I can't keep ignoring the one love that has always felt like home. The love I have for you, it's not a fleeting feeling. It's not a crush. It's not lust. It's the kind of love that spans lifetimes. The kind of love that exists in every universe, every reality, every version of me. You are my mirror, my match, my missing piece. And I'm sorry it's taken me this long to say it all. I know this doesn't erase the pain. I know that words don't always heal wounds. But I'm not saying this to escape guilt. I'm saying it because I've reached a breaking point. I've reached the edge of pretending. And all that's left is truth. I'm ready now. For the hard conversations. For the healing. For the rebuilding. I'm ready to walk away from anything that isn't rooted in love. To stop being the version of me that they want and start becoming the version of me that was always yours. If you'll have me. If your heart still has space for mine. I know I can't ask you to forget the past. I can't ask you to wipe away the hurt like it never happened. But I am asking you to believe in the love that never died, the connection that never faded, the bond that survived even the silence. And I'm not just saying this because I miss you, though God knows I do. I'm saying it because my soul cannot rest until I've told you. You are my home, and I am finally ready to come back. Not with half steps, not with doubt, but fully, completely, openly. I've wasted enough time. I've lived too many days in a life that wasn't mine. It's time to start living a life that feels like truth. A life that's messy, yes, but real. A life where love is louder than fear. A life where we stop worrying about who approves or understands and start focusing on the fact that what we have is once in a lifetime. You've always been my heart's choice. And I promise, from this day forward, I will never let anyone else's expectations drown out that truth again. So here it is, babe. My full confession. My heart in its most honest form. If you need time, I'll give it. If you need space, I'll honor it. But I needed you to hear this before another moment slipped away. You are the love of my life. And I'm finally ready to love you the way you've always deserved. With no more secrets. No more pretending. Just truth. Just love. Just us. Forever.